Well, hello, awesome entrepreneurs, and welcome back to our channel where we unlock the secrets to building your brand and growing your business. Today, I want to talk about 4 common mistakes that business owners make when they're trying to expand their business or grow their business. And I know that's what we want to do, right? I know I sure do. So I'm also not going to leave you hanging because I'm going to give you 4 strategies on how to overcome those challenges. So if that is something you are interested in, keep watching. Well, hello, awesome entrepreneurs, and welcome back. And on this channel, we like to give tips and tools and strategies to build your brand and grow your business, and lifestyle tips because I am enjoying living and creating the life I want to live. So I hope that you will become a subscriber, hit that bell, ding, 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 subscribe, and leave some comments because we love to answer comments. And every time we do a video, you will get notified. So let's dive in. Today, I want to talk about 4 common mistakes that we make as entrepreneurs when we're trying to grow our business, or that we have made in the past and we don't want to keep making it. Now, I've been teaching and working with clients since 2015, a long time. And I started with a side hustle, and I would help business owners grow their business, help them build a brand. And then they'd come back to me and they would, we would talk and follow up. And I'm like, what's going on? And sometimes they would be like, well, nothing's happening. Well, there are 4 mistakes that we cannot afford to make in this day and age, because when I started in 2015, things were so different. And it's like, 8 years forward, and the last 2 to 3 years, they really are different. This is an online society. And if you've been doing business 15, 20, 22, 25 years, you cannot do business the same way. We have to avoid some of these things that we need to be doing other things if we're trying to market our business, grow our business, especially in this online market that we're living in today. So let me tell you these 4 mistakes. So get your pen, get your paper, and I'm also going to give you strategies to overcome them, okay? So number 1 is neglecting market research. Okay. Number 2 is relying solely on one marketing strategy. We're going to talk about that. Number 3 is ignoring your customer comments. And number 4 is disregarding the power of networking. So let's talk about the first one. We cannot neglect market research. Write that down, okay? And what is that? We have to find out what our ideal audience is looking for, what our ideal client wants. What are their needs? What are their pain points? What are they struggling with? What have they been trying to get over for years? You want to know that because your content needs to resonate with them in those areas. Another way we neglect market research, we have to make sure if we're creating things, people want them, people need them. Like this video, I know people want to know 4 mistakes to avoid when trying to grow their business. I know I do. And so we have to get out there and see what are people saying in Facebook groups, or what are people saying on Quora? What are the questions they're asking? What are some Amazon books? What are some titles? Because if those books are out there, people want to know. What are some YouTube titles? All of those things let you know, okay, the market wants this. So don't just assume that what you're doing or what you're saying or what you're putting out there is what your ideal client wants. You need to do the market research, and you also want to ask them, okay? Ask them. Focus on their pain points, focus on what they're struggling on, focus on what they need help with, and you be the solution. So that's number 1. That's our first mistake. Number 2, relying solely on one market strategy. Now, if you know anything about me, I always say don't try to be everywhere, and you don't need to be online every day, okay? Because you're busy. You're trying to grow your business. You're trying to run your business. You're trying to run your life. And and sometimes we're trying to be everywhere where it used to be where you needed to be on all sides several times a day. It's not like that anymore. It is more so quality over quantity. And I like the 3-day-a-week plan, okay? If you can grow your brand, put your business out there 3 days a week, you're doing a great job. So maybe you pick 1 to 2 social media platforms and go all in for 90 days. And if you feel you have a team, or you feel you can add something, then add it. But just 1 to 2 platforms and go all in. So you don't want to just pick one marketing strategy. Now that's just social media, okay? It's more than to marketing social media. You want to have an email campaign. You know, you want to send out emails. You want to nurture your people. You may say, well, Marsha, I don't hardly have anybody. Even if you have 20 people, start growing it, then 30 people, then 50 people. Start growing your email list with tools that do that, like a lead magnet. That's another video, and I'll put a link to a video that you can watch on how to grow your email list, or go to my site, MarshaLynnHudson.com, and grab the freebie, because I have a free course and a free PDF on growing your email list. So email is another marketing platform. You might decide to do something like this, YouTube or a podcast. Now, don't do everything, but you want to not focus on just one thing. And when I say social media, 1 to 2 platforms, because you do want to do another marketing strategy besides social media, whether it's a podcast, whether it's a YouTube channel, whether it's video marketing, whether it's email. You definitely need to add email, and even networking, which we're going to talk about that later. So you want to have a variety of marketing strategies, not a whole lot, not every day, but a plan, a strategy and a plan that fits your life to build your brand. And the bottom line is it works. Okay. So number 3, you want to make sure that you are focusing on your client feedback and comments. One of the mistakes is we ignore that. Okay. So let's say you're posting on Instagram or you're on LinkedIn and people make a comment, or you post it to Facebook and people make a comment and you don't answer. It's like you're ignoring them. You don't see them. So eventually they feel ignored and they just stop commenting, which you want comments because the algorithm likes interaction. So ignoring comments and feedback, that is a big business mistake. I like to say, take time out in your 3 days, maybe 10 minutes a day for your 3 days, and have engagement time where you go in, check your Instagram, see if comments were left, comment back, respond back, comment on their pages, message. Just do some interaction. So, looking at comments, what if somebody asked you a question? What if they had something that they wanted to know and you didn't answer it? Oh my goodness. So another mistake is that we ignore our feedback, and feedback helps to give us ideas on what kind of content to put out there, and ignoring our comments. So you don't want to do that. And the 4th mistake that we make as business owners is not networking, okay? Not building relationships. Networking is key to building your relationship. It's been said online or social media, somebody said, your network is your net worth, okay? Your network is your net worth. So if you're not networking, you're like behind the scenes, posting, doing your stuff where you're doing, you got to build relationships. You got to build relationships, whether you're on LinkedIn or Facebook or Instagram or Twitter, wherever you are. And we know what networking is. We used to, before the pandemic, go out and network, right? And we're still doing it now. I think it's still a good idea. We'd go and we'd meet other like-minded people, and we mix and mingle. When I go network, I don't just go up to people and say, so what do you do, and try to get a client. That's not what networking is about. You go and you talk and you listen and you learn what they're up to and what they're doing. Maybe you get a business card, and maybe later on you email them and say, oh, it was nice to meet you, and just start building relationships and building a network of people. And you never know if later on they may want you to be on their podcast, or they may want you to speak in front of their group, which is what happens to me often when I network and I get business cards. I don't pressure people. I don't try to get business, because I'm a digital marketer and a marketing strategist. And I know how to work online, and I know how to work a marketing plan, and I know how to do this thing. So if they feel they want to talk with me, then I'm here for that. So we don't have to pressure people. We just do what we do, and they will come. And then people will say, well, can you be on my podcast? Or can you come and speak to our group, and things like that. So that's what building your network will do. So those are the 4 mistakes that business owners make when we are trying to grow our business. Now, you don't want to make those mistakes if that's something you've been doing. Have a conversation with yourself, sit down and think, okay, how can I do these things differently. So number one, you don't want to ignore market research. Number two, you want to make sure you're marketing on more than just one platform, not just social media, not a lot of platforms there, but marketing strategies. Number three, you don't want to ignore your customer feedback and comments. And number four, you want to build a network. So I talked about giving you 4 strategies to overcome these mistakes. Okay. Number one, we need to have a clear goal and a clear vision. Okay. Clarity is key to success. Write down your goals. We only have a few months left in this year. Write down your goals. Write down your vision. What do you want? What do you want for your life? What do you want to do? What do you want for your business? Maybe things are not going the way you want. Well, sit down and revamp. Have a goal. It may be one thing. You may say, well, I'm going to really start working on networking. Or I'm going to get on LinkedIn and really revamp my page and start building relationships. But have a goal and have a vision, because clarity is key to success. Okay. So I'm going to give you 3 strategies to overcome these challenges. Number one, you want to have a goal, set a goal and a vision. Okay. I like to say, write it down. When we are clear about what we want with our lives, what we want to do, where we want to go, it's like the universe opens up and brings it to us. So set a goal. It could be a small goal from one of the things. Maybe you're doing some of those mistakes. You're going to change one of them. That could be your goal. Set a vision, because clarity is key to success. Number 2 is you want to invest in continuous learning. I cannot stress that enough. Investing in continuous learning. You guys know I am a former writing professor. I've been teaching at the college a long time. And I'm always telling my students, and I would tell my students, you want to continue to learn. Whether you're going to workshops or trainings, or you're watching webinars, or you're going to a convention or conferences, invest. Now, sometimes we want to get a whole lot of free information from a whole lot of places, and then we don't know what to do with that. Free information will get you so far, because you get some of the ingredients, but not the whole recipe. You need the whole recipe. So invest in yourself, invest in a coach, invest in a training, invest in a conference, and invest and learn what you need to learn. And thirdly, the last strategy is stay motivated. Remember your why. Remember your why. Keep moving forward. Keep staying true to your passions, and keep working on your business, because it won't happen if you're not going to work on it. Consistency and persistence will get you to where you need to be. You don't need to do the hustle and grind. You don't need to work all day, every day on your business, but you do need to be consistent and persistent a few days a week with these strategies and getting rid of these mistakes that we talked about. So I hope that this video has helped you. I hope you will subscribe to our channel. Leave some comments so we will know what else you'd like to see on this channel. And don't forget to check down below. We have a lot of freebies. Head to my website, marshallyannhudson.com. So I put those links in the description. And don't forget, you are the secret sauce to your success.